Hey guys, this is Anastasia, and this is technically my second video for my Samhain dedication 2017 to my matron goddess Hel. Before you see the part of the staff at least that will become the handle for my scythe in dedication to Hel. As I said, it is diamond willow. You can kind of see that from the lighter wood transitioning into the darker in those kind of diamond-esque patterns of sorts, I guess. Again, it's completely stripped, it's ready for varnish, but it hasn't gotten to that point, so I'm also going to be doing some burning on this staff and all sorts of lovely things. In my previous video, I kind of went through and explained some of the associations or correspondences with willow. I don't have the exact correspondences for diamond willow specifically, but I do have willow generally. Traditionally, it is a tree that is associated with the moon. It connects to water, the goddess, and all feminine magic. Its major associations are dream work, intuition, deep emotion, protection. It aids in journeying to the underworld. It helps with wisdom, connection to the subconscious, as well as ancient ways. It helps with healing, soothing grief, spiritual evolution. It deals heavily with the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. And it also has connections to change and transformation. According to, I believe it is Dragon Oak, it's a website that has a lot of great information, especially when we're making wands. Burning willow is said to be able to soothe and guide the souls of the recently deceased. Actually, I'm going to be, when I burn the sigils and such into the wood, I will be dedicating that to people that I know that have passed away, as well as some of these insanely tragic events as of late that have seen such incredible loss. But hopefully that act of burning those sigils into the wood, having that additional dedication to those who have passed away, will further aid that. It also is said to strengthen the third eye, and it aids with divination as well. So those are just some quick jot downs. I'm sure there are plenty of others. I know there's more that I associate it with. A personal correspondence I have with it, and it sounds like it does kind of tie in with some of those traditional ones as well, is I do connect it very much to my ancestors. My grandpa Alan, whom I've spoken of in other videos, he had this beautiful, beautiful weeping willow tree in his yard, and it was huge, and it was just beautiful. And I remember when I was a little girl playing under it, and it was always kind of a place where I would imagine I was at a graveyard, and it was the site of my great love that had died, or some such thing. Who knows what fairy tale I concocted in my head. But I loved this willow tree, and it was such a part of my childhood. And when my grandmother sold the house after he passed away, I was helping her clear out some of the brush and such, because they have these huge, huge gardens there. And I remember taking a branch from the willow tree, and I still have it somewhere. I hope I still haven't unpacked everything from when I recently moved, so I'm hoping that it is in one of my boxes, because I will be devastated if I don't have that piece of willow. But that I've always been holding on to that branch because I wanted to make an ancestor wand with that, because that tree was very much, I felt, connected to that energy. So again, when I was first planning this piece, I wasn't really thinking willow because I was going off of more traditional correspondences and kind of looking to, okay, what's connected to hell traditionally? And then when this came up, I was kind of thrown back at first, like, oh my gosh, can I even use that? Is that something that, you know, she'll be kosher with? And kind of going through these really silly and rather asinine questions. And then it kind of hit me over the head, like, of course, dummy. You know, it's actually rather perfect. So, so yeah, getting to the point of this whole setup. So we have the pole again, or what will be the handle for the scythe, laying across this little makeshift cleansing altar. Here I have my pentacle. Bring it out so you can see it a bit. And in the middle of that, I have a lodestone. Whenever I do I should say, a newer practice I'm trying to incorporate is keeping a lodestone on active workings. So if I am charging something, if I am cleansing something, if I am working at an altar, I will have, oftentimes will have a lodestone, preferably in the middle of my pentacle, of whatever's working. Over here, we have, this is my offering hand to Hel. It has her rose that I dedicated, a piece of a pod that I had found, a skull bead made of bone, a couple of apple seeds, a piece of salt, and then a list of names of people that I know that have recently passed away. I have her little tower that I dedicated to her. I have her picture here. And then over here, I have a candle that I made for her, but it kind of went crazy the last time I burnt it. So in attempts to kind of keep things a little less messy, I've got her candle wax burning over there in lieu of her traditional candle. That is a special dedication, again, a special wax burning that is only for Hel. Then here I have her special incense that I've crafted for her. It usually sits under her altar, but I have it out here because after I'm done cleansing the staff, I am then going to charge it by burning her incense. So whenever I cleanse an item, I love, I do use white sage from time to time, but I love Palo Santo wood. I absolutely adore it. I love the smell it has. I love the energy it has. It's just makes me very happy. So all I do is take the wood and get it burning a little bit. And then I'll just kind of walk around the item, letting the smoke kind of go around there. I didn't get enough burning action going on with this though. There we go. That's a little better. White sage is obviously something that a lot of people use. I myself do use it. I'm not a huge fan of the scent of white sage. I know some people love it. I don't. I oftentimes will put it in another incense blend, and I do have a smudging blend specifically that I'll tend to use. I'm gonna get this burning one more time. Oftentimes, especially with things that I'm cleansing for Hel, be it for her a dedication piece, be it for something I'm going to put on her altar, I oftentimes find words aren't necessarily needed. It deals more with just my thoughts and my connection. Even though I'm talking on this video, I actually am visualizing kind of her coming up behind me with her hands, going over and pulling all and any darkness from this item. And just letting the smoke then go through and permeate every inch of the wood, releasing and banishing all negative energies from the wood and from this home, leaving only positive energies to remain. And let every energy left do honor to my goddess and my matron, Hel, as well as those that she protects. Blessed be. And after I've set that, I will add my incense to the charcoal that's been burning for a while. And I will ask her blessing. Goddess Hel, Queen of the dead, I ask your blessing upon this staff. I ask that it be the backbone to the peace that shall do honor to you, not only this sovereign, but every other day that follows. Let every bit of work that I do upon this piece do honor to you, as well as to myself. For divinity is within, as you have shown me. I ask your blessing. May this piece do honor to you, as well as my ancestors. I burn this incense in your honor. Let its smoke permeate every inch of this wood so that it does honor to you, so that it is dedicated to you in each and every possible way. Let the energy in my fingertips be thrown out into this wood. Let it be charged with your energy through me and through this rite. As it is my will, as it is my wish, so mote it and blessed be. Oh man, okay. And then after that, I'm going to add a bit more to this to the charcoal, and then I will, because I don't necessarily want to take the chance of dropping the charcoal, I will just bring the wood through the smoke so that that which I specified in that charging request, blessing, what have you, can take place, so that the smoke can go over every inch of this pole, so that the smoke can fill every nook and cranny of this wood with hell's energy and honoring and dedication to her. Once I've done that, I'm going to set it back on the altar. Without messing up my, there we go, too much, there we go. And then what I will do with the rest of this is I actually have a musical playlist that I have a collection of songs, pagan and non, that either remind me of hell or make me think of hell, or actually I do have a couple that are in honor of hell. So I'm going to sit here with her incense burning in meditation with that music playing from that playlist for however long I feel is right, until I feel like the item has been cleansed fully, it has been charged, or at least the process of charging has taken hold, if you will. And then I do have it kind of next to her altar right now, and I will place it back there so that it can keep kind of seeping in those energies and kind of gathering that whatever offerings I'm bringing to that area until I work on it again. So yeah, I had a couple people ask me, you know, when you're doing a big dedication like this, how do you cleanse an item? How do you charge an item? That is my usual way of doing it. I will take a piece of Palo Santo, run it over whatever piece I'm cleansing, and that is true of any piece that I bring into my home. Anything that goes on an altar, like from a thrift store especially, or like Savers or what have you, a garage sale, if I see it, I am cleansing that sucker once I get it home, because I don't want whatever juju was previously on it on my place of honoring. So that is how I will cleanse it. That's how I prefer to cleanse it, is with incense and fire. I usually have a candle as well that I use specifically for cleansing purposes, and I'll put that through. Tonight I was using the candle that is burning the wax, since everything was kind of in honor of hell. I wanted it to have that connection to her. But I do have a specific cleansing candle that I will use. So yeah, that's normally how I cleanse, and then normally how I charge is as I showed you as well. Again, fire, earth, air, and fire are kind of my three major connected elements. Water is the one that I kind of struggle to connect to sometimes, but I'm working on it. So yeah, now that I've rambled on for almost 20 minutes, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was insightful, and I know it wasn't too ceremonial or eloquently put. Again, my words kind of fail me when I'm in the moment, but what matters to me is, do I feel that connection? Do I feel that intent? Even though I swear I repeated, honor you, dedicate to you, blah, 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 over and over and over, I felt that connection. I felt that kind of feeling of tingling at my fingertips, and it was pushing out into the altar space. So I know what I wanted to at least begin occurring was taking hold. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing something, is you might feel stupid when you are in the middle of it. You might hear the words you're saying and realize, oh my God, I'm seriously repeating the same 5 words over and over and over again. It's very hard to get out of your head, but try to push those thoughts out, because if you're sitting there freaking out about what you are saying or what you're not saying, then your mind is no longer on intent. Your mind is on really what is kind of superficial. The energy behind your words is what matters. The intent that is behind your words is what matters. And that's something that I still struggle with because I tend to freak out myself. So yeah, I hope this wasn't stupid. I just thought it would be something I would share. So with that, blessed be. Night, guys.